So for today's What's on Chris's fucking plate, some beans with some nuts and some feta, some potatoes, some pork with some green stuff on it. I don't know. Somebody seem to be down a few. I've been down a few beans there. Okay, well, I'm back at it. So this piece is folded over, so I'm bending it back, and then I'm clamping on at the top. These are my sheet metal clamps, and then just banging on with a hammer, and then eventually I'll just trim that flat-ish. It doesn't look like it because it isn't, but I got to get that bent over. Then once that's done, then I can move on to cutting the next edge, which looked around. I thought I had a metal cutting blade. I'm going to have to check my blades over there. Maybe I do have one. See, I got the handy blade holder. I don't think I see one. Well, if not, I'll go buy one, but I want to cut this. Maybe with the track. No, I can't use track saw, but I can make a track. But for now, we're just going to focus on bending that over and smushing it. This will give me a nice factory edge, literally. Ha! I found it. Flat bar, channel. This will work fine. But I'm not up to it today, but tomorrow. I got most of this flattened out. I mean, I'm going to have to bang on it some more, but once I get this piece cut out, I can put it upright, banging on maybe this, and get that corner in there. But let's see, I found that. It was only like $10. It wasn't a lot. And that's kind of important. Look at the guts, our flame on there. Diablo. Non-stick, perma-shield, steel demon. It's got all the right words. Look at this box, reminds me, yeah. So I still have the digital working. So, yeah, digital, spit off. I realized that I don't have anything plugged in digital. I got things plugged in HDMI, but not optical fiber. So I'm just going to double check, plug my CD player output into the digital, make sure that works. It'd be kind of highly ironic if it was the receiver that's not working, since it's the device that doesn't have the HD radio that I stupidly bought last year. I think I had a hum problem in my Marantz, which did have HD radios. I didn't even fucking need this, and I know that worked as well for the optical. That'd be just fucking hilarious. Stucker dog. Well, we got the CD plugged into the audio out. I had to turn it on. It wasn't on. So, because I believe, maybe wrongly, that the DAC in here is better than the DAC in here. But the digital definitely works. So that is not the problem. So it is the unit. But it was worth trying because, again, I didn't have anything connected. So I'm going to plug that back into here. And of course, I'm getting a light, meaning I'm getting the optical output, meaning the LEDs come on. But we ain't got no digital. I can't imagine. I mean, digital's always plug and play. It either works or it doesn't work. So I don't suspect. No, I'll read the manual again. The manual didn't say anything other than it has it. It didn't say like what you had to do to enable it. So I'll do some more Googling tomorrow. But My current theory is that there's a whole batch of ones that are bad that are on Amazon. And that's what I got. So I ain't got the plate no more, but the dog approves with the soup I made for dinner. It had squash, it had tomatoes, it had stuff in a parsley. I don't remember. There's a lot of cutting. Oh wait, the round things. Onion shallots. Yes. You definitely. And Spike like the bowls. You can tell it's spring by the size of the flakes. Yeah, that's it. Fuck. So, doing my favoriteest thing in the whole wide world, swapping processors. So this is a brand new Xeon. She's a... What are you, little guy? She's a W53433. And I already got the old processor off. This is a little different. I need a really long Torx, which we used for the previous generation. Hits these screws down here. There's also these clips here, and they got a CPU popper. So you just pop the CPU out. I guess, I don't, maybe I should read the instructions. I don't know. I gotta get some more goop for this, because when they come out, they're more like, you know, that. So I need to put some goop on there for that. Yeah, really love doing this. No, I don't. Each one of these is a little connection. There's just a few. The problem is if you accidentally drop anything on those pins, you bend a pin. And let me tell you something. Those are really hard to get back into place. I've bent some back before. Not fun. Lots of chips in the middle. It's kind of cool. I recall ever seeing a design like that. It's completely random. So there's a little corner right here with that arrow. That corresponds with this corner, which corresponds with that corner. So it's kind of important to put it in the right place. Now I think I got this back in there. Again, I've never seen this before. Probably ought to read the instructions. Does anybody have the instructions? Probably not. Now I got to get them in these little clips here, so that's a two-handed job. We got here, so we got a clip, a clip, a clip, a clip. So everything's in there. A little blow job. You know, let's just do it. What could happen? Okay, so we didn't drop anything. Those are upside down, but I believe it's saying to clip these things down. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know what those do. Next time we'll look at. Now you tighten 1, 2, 3, 4 to whatever that says. Some torquelators. Yeah, it's upside down, so clearly we'll be good and tight, the German torque standard here, because I don't have a torque wrench. So yeah, you would think that this would be a bad thing after just replacing the processor. No side panel. You have to have the cover on this model, even though everything's covered without the cover, but it has to have this little piece engaged in here. So yeah, I'm thinking I blew the system up. I haven't even, you know, it started to boot, and it's really just that this switch isn't engaged. I gotta make a tool for that. Booting up's a good sign. I must have missed the hit escape. I want to go to the diagnostics or on the CPU diagnostic, but you know, getting that far is always a good sign. So I think this operation has been successful and the patient has lived. I love doing that. No, not really. Don't want to jostle that, because if you do that, that happens. Whole machine shuts down. It's a great feature. Idiots. Okay, we got a successful CPU test. Now we're gonna do the stress test. It takes 15 to 30 minutes, and we'll run it once for 30 minutes. And yeah, that should make a nice nap. This is is underneath the Valley View Bridge. She's a big bridge. Okay. Okay. It's okay. Dog is crazy. It's okay. I see you. This has been a low priority project, but I finished baling a little board. I gotta trim the counter sinkholes, but just something to get that out of the way so you don't see it at all. That's the transformer for the LED strips. You know, things up there. Yeah, those things. Though there's been rumors she would like another one down there. I'm not sure if I can do that easily. Just kind of brighten it up a little bit. Probably could. Just make a little hole, feed it through, put it on the shelf. Probably want to disconnect, so take the shelf out. I can disconnect it. Makes it more complicated. But I'm out of tape, I think. Or maybe not. Haven't looked yet. Okay, so what the fuck's on Chris's plate today? Well, we got rice with chard, which I think is spinach, and some garlic, salt and pepper. We got chicken with herbs on it, and then a maple glaze sauce with almonds on top, I think. We got a little extra glaze here. Oh, some little peppers to spice things up. Don't tell Joe. Just like the hot peppers. Dogs have already eaten, and I'm going to give them some juices here in a moment when it cools down. Okay. Roasted vegetables, pork, truffle sauce, mushrooms underneath, and chives. That's what I think it is. Should know what it is. I cooked it. Okay. It's like I'm a father. Remember, we sent some, DNA off for Moxie, and let's see what she is. I already know, actually. I'm ready for the reveal. She is 100% Yorkie. Of course, I like the lifespan. She ain't that size, and she ain't that weight. So she's just a big Yorkie, I guess. Wow. Okay. Yeah. She is one exceptional dog. Yeah, okay. Yorkie. Big Yorkie. Oh, we'll go give my Yorkie a hug. Be quiet, we're in the library. Alumni directory. I'm in the book. Sweet. Well, I went to a few estate sales this morning. I have been having some kidney stones and things have not been feeling good. Anywho, went to a estate sale in Hudson, well, garage sale in Hudson, and got this kid here. She said she got it when she bought her Audi. It's a customer care kit, so it's $1, 8 pennies. It looks like it's a bunch of care products, leather, vinyl, door cleaner, car wash, so that should be worth it. And then I take a CLR, which is good for cleaning rust stains and water stains. And then went to the post office, got the mail. What the hell what'd you get? Anyhow, but after I went to the post office, I saw a sign for the higher book sales, so I went there, but they were closed. They didn't open up till noon, so I got that for 26 hours. We'll go over that. Then, because I was in Twinsburg and Hudson, I went to the Hudson Book Library, and they have some. I know that when it's got the Caldecott thing, that Joe will like these. So, some kids' books, and then a brown book, and then we'll go over these. But that's where I saw myself in the OU directory, because that was one of the books there. We'll go over those. Gotta go figure out what the hell that dog is eating. I think it's a cat tin food. Cat food tin, yeah. I gotta take a nap. Okay, so what do we get here? So these came from the Hudson Library. I'm sure the F you into you. And it was 3 for $1, so I ended up getting 9. I initially had 8. So the GRP record, Acoustic Company, they're pretty good. Telarc probably already have it. Billy Joel concerts when he was in Russia, I believe. This is just, I haven't heard of this, but it looks interesting. Telarc, and I don't think I have any of those. So those go into Telarc. This goes into To Listen, and Billy Joel. Then I got this book, Dan Brown Origins, which came out in 19, so about 5 years ago. Looks like they only read a third of it. That'll be for Joe. And then Joe kids books about Mr. Bojangles, I guess. A lot of her kids are African American. This one just looks good. You know, it's about a bird, I think. Maybe a dinosaur. Looks like it's a bird inside a dinosaur. I don't know how she just did that.
You cutting it close?
Oh, come on!
Good morning, Miss Tate.
I think she just stood on the remote. Anywho, then, God damn it. Duke Ellington.
Where I belonged. Here.
Okay, then, the college. So let me sort these and then we'll go through. Let's see, what do we got? Brian Ferry, always need an extra copy of that. Elton John, that goes to Joe for her birthday. Then I got this one, it's Yo-Yo Ma, but it's an Appalachian music. She likes that. Dennis DeYoung, he was famous in a group. I don't remember. Haven't heard that one. And then, you know, Men at Work. I don't know why that got in there. I literally didn't pick that one up. Then American Gramophone. I haven't heard this, but I know her. Known her for 10 years. Then this was like hanging out in the corner, The Dangerous Monk. So these are just recordings at the Riverside with John Coltrane. This should be very good. That's a must listen. Mahler. I like Mahler. He's good. And Brahms. This is an old Cleveland Orchestra one. It's a Red Seal, so it's supposed to be a good recording. Then these are... GRP is a decent recording company. Just some different jazz. I believe they're all jazz. And then Telarx. So we got your Beethoven, your box. No idea what this is. Probably already have that. PDQ box, kind of funny. Dave Brubeck. So we like him. Jazz guy from the 50s. Stravinsky, maybe early 60s. Romanoff. That's a listen. I already have that one. This is probably a one I already have, and this one and this one. I don't have time to look up. Then we got these. So these are Super Audio CDs. Super Audio is rare. It's DVD sound quality, or rather DVD media. So DVD holding a lot more bits than a CD. CD is 680, DVD is 4.3 if you use both sides, both layers. This one is also SACD, and it also plays on CD. This one hasn't been, I don't think it's been opened. Don't know about the music. Yeah, I bought it more for the media. So yeah, that's my haul. So 26 and 9, but we got Christmas presents, so yeah, that's invaluable. I think I'm gonna cut some sheet metal. Gotta clean this area up. This is a little mystery. So she does some business over here and over here, but a couple days ago I noticed that the carpet has color and then it has that. I don't know what she's been doing, but it didn't used to look like that. It used to have color. So when springtime comes, I'll just take this whole thing outside and I'll wash it and scrub it on the driveway. It's mirroring production. So I got a foam board here to back up this. I'm gonna lower this to raise this. This blade is thick compared to the little one. And then this is the blade I just took off. Before I put it back on though, I'm gonna clean it because it's got a lot of goo and still has this. This does not help the cutting process when you got goop all over that. So not sure how I'm gonna clean it, but I've been reading on the interwebs that cleaning the goo off there makes your saw runs a lot better. So yeah, let's go. Oh, and it's this distance from the inside of the tooth to here is a little bit than 1.5 inches. So I got this set to 1.5 inches and reclamp-lated it so it should stay. I'm not gonna be moving a lot anyhow. Okay, a couple observations. One, good idea. And these are the good kind. You can tell because they're all cracked and stuff. Yeah, that's good kind. Two, glad I donned the old reading glasses with the side covers on there. Bought those about a year ago, and because I didn't quite expect what I found. It did work exceedingly well, but it makes little tiny hot particles and sprays them everywhere. So we're gonna go ahead and succulate all the crap off of here. We'll change the blade, but gosh, he did a beautiful job. And other than right here, it looked like, I think that's when I was fiddling with that, so maybe I'll come through and hit that again. But yeah, that worked really well. It was pretty quick. Just got to be aware of the hot metal that sprays you on your hand while you're sawing. See, but you just, you grind your teeth. Grind your teeth and just go for it. Gotta clean that. Okay, using these pliers here, you just kind of grab on a piece and you kind of bend it right up, and that's gonna be my first pass. Then I'm gonna just push it all over, so I'll have a rounded edge like this. Then we'll go ahead and clamp this, and haven't figured out the corners yet. The corners are gonna be fun. I bet to cut and hold, and which is why I got these and a hammer. This isn't precise enough to bend, and this is too short to bend up here using the bar. So, but we'll use the bar in the next part. Just give me a handy way to clamp this down and hold it in place. Okay, well, that's the basic concept. Now I need to pound it out, get the rust off, clean it, and then put some polyurethane on it. And yeah, but that's kind of what I wanted. She's just gonna put the pots on here, and then when we're all done, guess what? Rinse and repeat. Make a second one, which is why I got the extra woodage. Well, not the extra woodage. I think I got an extra top, but I need extra. This will be fun because this I kind of wing together. The neck, I've got to copy this so they look alike. Also got to solder the corners here. Just make them a little bit watertight-ish. So I'm cleaning this up. So I'm seeing this side looks pretty darn clean. This was not, it looked more like that. But this is the side where the dust for 60, 70 years. I think 1959 is when they put the furnace in. So this ductwork could be as old as that, if not older. Could be older. Anyhow, so stainless or steel wool and Mrs. Myers, but this stuff really brightens it up because it's acid. So I'm not really, well, I'm kind of removing the galvanization here, which I don't really like, but I'm trying to just get the dirt off. But I have a feeling this is gonna pop more when when you put a finish on here, but this is just dirty. So we'll stop at the acid and resume cleaning the water. I don't want to get all that off, but it looks better clean than dirty, I think. Well, there's the finished product, and clean up this side too a little bit. Just kind of got the sconge off, so now I got to figure out how to polyurethane and probably just wipe on will work the best. Okay, well, you should be able to see where I put a little bit of finish on here where I did, and it definitely made it pop. Got us out of the sides first, and I'm not quite sure how to do that. Oh, by the way, don't hit your wooden screwdriver on the side too hard. Got to glue that together. But we're going to go to an estate sale that, not ironically, but it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and today's the last day, but it's open till 7, and it's only 3-ish, 4-ish. I don't know what time it is. Get a clock in here. Got a power meter. Got a clock that doesn't tell time. Oh well. It's Sunday morning. I gotta tear apart the stove, but in the meantime, I thought this is kind of pretty. It's about 30 degrees out, but it's sunny, so it feels warmer than that. Gotta blow this shit off. But yeah, you can see the ice. This Doug's being calm, kind of scared. Where are you going? Oh, I guess she's taking off. Well, procrastination has ended, and now we're getting into it. So the symptom is the oven doesn't get hot enough. Like you set it at 400, it gets to 360. So this is a new thermostat, temperature control, and she goes up into there, right up there. You can see it. I can see it. 2 screws. The problem is that the connector may or may not come off while I'm removing it. I may have to open up the other side. So that's why we got the cardboard down. We're taking things out. The other thing is I need to check to make sure the burners are working properly. Hence why I've taken all the crap out. And while I was there, I figure, gotta clean it a little bit. Just gonna maybe soak it. Things are gonna be back there that words are not gonna be able to describe. The other thing I want to do is maybe level it, but I think I already did level it. I think the oven's level, but the walls are level. She's a little high, low on this side. They need to come up a little bit, but I can adjustolate that. What about the level on this side? Yeah, I can't see that. Maybe you can. It looks like it's not quite level. I think it's up a little this way, if I put it this way. Yeah, it's a little high on this side, so, which is good. That means I can lower the front down, which I assume it's lower. It is high. Probably the rear ones aren't adjustable. Should check the rear, assuming that's level, and it's pretty damn close. So we'll go get the screwdriver and see what we can do. Giving updates, I flooded this, and I'm just kind of letting that soak in there. Definitely tell that it's tilted back because the water's going back there. Took the screws off, but of course it's held in on the other side, which I suspected. So I took the cover off, and we got a little mouse house action going on. Now this oven, of course, sat unused for almost a year while we were not living in it, but that's kind of interesting. So we're gonna, I don't know what that is, but we're gonna vacuum that out. Hey, look, screwdriver bit. It might not be usable. So, if anything, we need to clean that out. And I had to loosen that screw right there to get that out. But I didn't expect all that. There's some Chex Mix in there. I can recognize that by the Chex Mixes. Here, some discussion. I believe the mouse brought all that in again while we're gone. I checked, the reason I took this all apart is to check the burners are working, and they appear to be working. Flames are coming out. Just a little bit of a yellow because I moved that around a lot trying to get that pan back in. I did add some new screws in the corners just to tie everything in. So we're gonna go ahead and turn that off because it's hot in there. Niter certainly is working. Then we're gonna have to pull this out and get that out. I do want to check that fan, the convention fan. Yeah, I think that's the switch. Is the door open or closed? Interesting, the boiler. The thing works with the door open, but whatever, that's good for me. Mind you, it's been 10 years since I moved this, but hey, there's my bottle of Tabasco. Your knife cover. This is one of the reasons I fear going back here. Cleaned most of this, believe it or not, that's clean. Whatever that was ate into the floor over there. It was grease and mouse poop. Took the cover off, found more mouse stuff. Found an envelope. I guess it's the instructions. There's just like tape back there. Guess that doesn't burn. Is it still on? Yeah, this is the piece I gotta undo. So we'll go ahead and undo that and take and replace that sensor. Yeah, that's what this is all about. I knew this was going to be a big project because as soon as I removed it, I was going to have to deal with that. But it is a lot cleaner now. I do think the mouse ingress hole is right there. So I'm going to spray foam that. Put a little bit of steel wool in there to prevent little more mousiness. We're ready to put this back. My spray foam thing isn't working very well, so I let that harden for a few minutes. Cleaned this as best as I could with a reasonable amount of work. Removed the panel, flipped the switch or the sensor. Of course, had to open the door, which meant I had to slide it in to get it in. But yeah, she's out and the new one's plugged in. So we're gonna go ahead and button this back up and kind of, those are the two screws for it. And this is a little Tabasco bottle that I found. Yeah. She's done. Gonna make another one. Soldering didn't go that well. It wouldn't stick, so I just blobbed it on there and let it dry. I don't know. I used the tinning stuff that's supposed to make it stick. I suppose I could grind these down a little bit more. Kind of getting tired of this project. So I put the felts on and she's ready to go into position. Pretty happy with the patina on the and it's got the shine. So I'll go put it to Sue's home.